Hi Mini Masters, thank you for coming to this video for October 14th. If you're a monster and you know it, this is another craft to do. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making shape monsters. So what you need for this is some colored construction paper, any color that you want. I chose blue. And then a piece of white paper and a piece of black paper. If you don't have any of these colors, if you just have the white, you could always color it in with some markers or crayons to create your other colors. And then you need some stick glue, would work pretty good for this, and some scissors, parental supervision of course. And then you can choose some googly eyes if you have them on hand. Otherwise, we can just use our white and black piece of paper to make our eyeballs. So it's really up to you. So first of all, you need to pick out what color that you want to choose. So again, I chose blue, but then you got to figure out what shape. So my shape here is already pretty much in the shape of a triangle. So all I need to do is I'm sorry, not a triangle, a rectangle, not the right shape. Okay, a rectangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of trim it down a little bit so it's a little bit nicer rectangle. So there you go. So I'm going to choose to do my body as a rectangle. But you can do any shape that you want. You can make a triangle with 3 sides. You can make a circle. You can make an oval. You can make a square, which is kind of like a rectangle, only it's a little bit shorter where all the sides are even. You can make a heart. You can even draw a star with all their little points. Any shape that you want. So I'm going to start with this. So what I need to do first of all is I need to make a little mouth. I want to make sure I make a mouth to figure out where it needs to go. I'm going to take my black paper here and I'm going to make a semicircle. So it's like a circle that's been cut in half. So you can either draw a semicircle or you can just cut it if you know how to cut one. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. It can kind of be however it comes. And you can make, this is for his mouth, so it can be a circular mouth or a square mouth. Any color that you, any shape that you want. So I'm going to make mine a semicircle because it looks like he's kind of half smiling. I'm going to put that down at the bottom here. And there is his mouth. Okay. And it doesn't have to be straight. It can be crooked. It can be upside down. This is your monster, so you make your monster however you want. So now I'm going to try to go for a nose. So since I only have a couple of options here, I'm going to do just a black nose. So you just take your paper and you cut it. You can use anything for your nose, but I'm just going to use a black nose because I've got a black piece of paper just sitting right next to me. So there you go. There is his nose. So now we need some eyes, don't we? And I'm going to make my eyes out of white paper. But you can use googly eyes if you want, but you can really get creative if you make your own eyes out of white paper. Because this way you can either make eyes, I'm going to make 3 eyes because he's a monster, remember? So you can make eyes yourself and put the black on the inside, or you can make them your own colors. Mine's going to have purple eyes, kind of a creepy looking monster. So that's why I chose to just make my monster eyeballs myself. So there we go. The next step would be to glue these on. And they don't have to have 3 eyes. You can just have 2 eyes or a dozen eyes. It's your monster. You gotta decorate it however you want. So there's 3 eyes for a monster. Okay, another thing that we can do to complete our monster is to make some arms and legs. Now, let's see, I'm going to take another piece of paper that's over to the side here, and I'm going to make some arms and legs. So I'm going to actually cut out two long strips, and from there I'm going to cut these 2 long strips in half, and that will give me 4. So 2 arms and 2 legs. But get creative with your monster. Your monster maybe will have 4 arms and 2 legs. I don't know. It's your monster. Okay, so let's See what I did there is I turned my monster over and I put some glue on the back because that's where I'm going to put his legs. There's one, there's two, and some glue up here to make put his arms. There we go. And make sure the glue is a little bit dry before you flip it over. You don't want to glue it to your table. And there you have it. It's a shape monster. Woohoo! So I have a rectangle monster with 3 eyes. That was pretty easy to do. Doesn't take much. Just use some paper that you have sitting around, and you can make it any way that you want. You can completely make your monster just like the way you want it. Ooh, another thing that we forgot to do, we got to give him some teeth. So my monster needs I'm just going to give him a couple different teeth. You can do some fangs or some teeth. So there's one, and there's 2. There you go.